Today we're gonna learn how to use wa particle. Now, what's wa? Have you heard of wa particle? It looks like this. If you are familiar with hiragana, I think you know this as ha. But if it's a particle, it's going to be wa. Now, how to use this wa particle? That's a great question. I think you've seen a lot of wa particles in sentences in Japanese. So how do you use it? Let's look at the example first. Watashi wa Taiki desu. Watashi wa Taiki desu. Okay? So, I am Taiki. Now, if you're quick, if you're smart, oh, does this mean am? Or is? Or are? Depending on the subject. Let's look at another example. ジェームズさんは日本語を勉強します。ジェームズさんは日本語を勉強します。I'm just gonna write it here. James さんは日本語を勉強します。James, Japanese, study. Okay, so this is a name. James, san is honorable. 日本語, Japanese language. 勉強します. Study. So, James studies Japanese. Oh, wait. Where's is or are? So, it's not is or are then, right? Let's look at the usage. I'm just going to tell you the usage of wa. There are two ways of using wa. One is going to be topic marker. Two is going to be contrastive usage. By the way, I'm talking about wa. Okay, feel free to take a screenshot. Now, what's topic marker? Let's talk about topic marker first. Topic marker means we use wa to describe that we are talking about this thing. For example, let's go back to Watashi wa Taiki desu. My name is Taiki. I am Taiki. Watashi wa Taiki desu. So, watashi, so you want to look at the word before. Wa indicates, well, I'm talking about watashi, which means I. So, as for I'm Taiki. As for Taiki, right? So, this is coincidentally being is here. Am, are. Let's look at the other one. James さん。ジェームズさんは日本語を勉強します。Right? 勉強します。So, again, as for James, he studies Japanese language. That's topic marker. Now, generally, wa is used for something that the speaker assumes that the hearer, the person, so if I'm a speaker, if I'm talking to you, I use wa to say you know what I mean. Does that make sense? So, watashi wa taiki desu, the example that I did. Watashi, I. James-san wa, we both know James, who James is. It's like a mutual friend. As a speaker, if I use wa in a sentence, I assume you know. So, example is like, アメリカは United States of America 広いです。Okay, so wa, as for the States, as for the United States, it's large. Okay? So I'm assuming you know what America is. That's a country. You know it. 空は青いです。空は青いです。青い means if you are on a dueling or something, you should know blue, right? 空 means sky. So as for the sky, it's blue. I'm talking to you using wa because I assume you know what sky is. Same goes. 海は青いです。Ocean. 海は青いです。So you would automatically say blah 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 if you assume that the person you're talking to knows that thing. So that is topic marker. And like I said, generally, speaker, if you're speaking, assumes that the hearer or interlocutor, someone you're talking to, knows that word. Okay? So that's topic marker. Number 1. Okay, I'm gonna erase this because I need space to talk about number 2, which is contrastive. So, contrast, in contrast. As the name suggests, wa suggests different. What do I mean by that? Let's look at the example. ビールは飲みます。Drink. ビール is beer, and wa is a particle. So this wa emphasizes beer. Well, what does this do? This conversation, this answer is most likely a response to something like this, okay? So here's A, here's B, okay? So A, so this is B, what B said, okay? B. Okay, there are 2 people. A is like, do you drink alcohol? And B says, ビールは飲みます. Okay? As a response to do you drink alcohol? お酒を飲みますか? お酒を飲みますか? ビールは飲みます. What does B mean by that? B is saying that he drinks beer, but not other drinks. Okay? So it is most likely that B doesn't like alcohol in general, but he drinks beer. Not wine, not whiskey, or anything like that. That's what I mean by contrast. Contrastive. Let's do another example. テニスはします. I play tennis. Play, do. By the way, if you want to say play as sports, we use the same verb as do, which is します or する in the dictionary form. So what does this suggest? So like this is B again. Conversation. A asks him, スポーツはしますか? スポーツはしますか? Do you play sports? B テニスはします. Does B like sports in general? Does B like a lot of sports? No. Wa here. Contrastive usage of wa here. So I play tennis. That's all. Now A said, right, スポーツはしますか? If you remember it correctly. He's using a topic marker that I described. The first one. First usage. As for sports, do you play? Now, unfortunately, it is kind of tricky to guess when wa is used in a sentence, whether it's a topic marker or a contrastive usage. But typically, the first wa is most likely going to be topic marker, and the second wa, if there are like only 2 wa's in a sentence, is going to be contrastive. But if there are like 3 wa's in a sentence, there's no 4. I haven't seen any 4 wa's in a sentence. If there are 3 wa's, the third one is going to be contrastive, most likely. So let's look at the example. Taro wa tenis wa shimasu, right? Taro is a Japanese name. Wa tenis wa shimasu. Okay, so wa is here. That's a topic marker. Right, so topic. Tenis wa shimasu. So this is topic, this is contrastive. I'll just say can't. You see example like this one? Okay, you're talking about Taro. He plays tennis, but no other sports. That's it. If it's a case of 3 words in a sentence, 私は I 今日はテニスはしません. Alright. Is this a contrastive? No. As for me, as for I, so topic. How about this one? 今日 is today, by the way. Today, okay? What? Is this contrastive? No. As for today, so topic. テニスは oh here, look. テニスはしません. So しません. Not gonna play. Not gonna do. Is this topic? No. Contrastive. I won't play tennis. It's not going to be simple as that. There is a meaning behind it by using wa. I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna do anything but tennis today. That's the meaning, so this is can't. You see, like I explained the first one, if there are like 3 was in the sentence, first one is most likely going to be topic, second one is also going to be topic, most likely, and the third one is going to be contrastive, most likely. Now here's when wa gets really advanced. Let's look at negating with wa, using not, okay? Example. 私は昨日ボストンへ行かなかった。私は昨日ボストンへ行かなかった。I topic marker, hopefully you know it now. 昨日 yesterday. Oh, my trouble seems so far away. Boston. It is to, as in didn't go to, didn't go. So I didn't go to Boston yesterday. I can put wa here or here. Does that change the meaning? Absolutely. So let's look at kino wa. If I put wa here, in English, it doesn't change the sentence structure very much, but in Japanese, the nuance is going to be very different. So, if I put wa here, right, this one negates yesterday. Now, what does this mean? If it negates yesterday, well, negating, because it didn't go, right, in a negative sentence. I'm talking about negative now. Wa used in a negative sentence. It changes the complete different meaning. So I didn't go to Boston just yesterday. I might have gone to Boston other days. So not yesterday. So why just emphasizing no, not yesterday. But what if you use this one wa in between wa? Let's pronounce it together. 私は昨日ボストンへは行かなかった。私は昨日ボストンへは行かなかった。Now, what does this mean? This negates Boston, to Boston. This one negates this, so not to Boston. Yesterday, I didn't not go to Boston. Not to Boston, but maybe somewhere else. So it really depends on where you put wa. It changes the meaning completely. So this is something you can remember. And A is also a particle. And there are particles that you cannot use together. So, o, no. No. E, yeah. I ship them. Ga, wa, no. Ni, that's a cute couple. They look alike. To, exotic. This one too, but exotic. Kara wa made wa. Good. And yori wa. Good. So you wa cannot go with o wa, no. Or ga wa, no. E wa, okay. Yori wa, okay. Made wa, okay. Ni wa, okay. To wa, okay. Kara wa, okay. And the last important thing. So while I erase this, when do you use wa? In terms of, does the speaker or hearer know the word before wa? That's right. Speaker assumes that the hearer or the person, if I'm a speaker and I'm speaking to you, I assume you know the thing I'm talking about before wa. So if I'm asking what, where, when, why, and stuff like that, I cannot use wa because I'm asking. So when, where, why, and like, yeah, who, what, how, you know, those things. You know what I'm talking about, like what are they called? Like 5W? I don't know. And 1H. You cannot use wa. No, sir. No, you cannot use wa. You use ga. 誰が来ますか? Who's coming? 何がありますか? What's there? And so on. So, if you like my lesson, subscribe to my channel, leave a like. It really helps me out a lot. And if you want me to teach some specific part of Japanese language, grammar, particles, I can explain anything to you. So feel free to leave a comment if you're struggling to learn Japanese. I am your guardian. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time.